Ebondeath, rise from the grave. You are reborn. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Ebondeath Reborn, baby, and what do we got here? Look at this gorgeous alternate art Ebondeath Dracolich. We've even got the sleeves to go along with it right here, but what are we going to do with this deck? Well, obviously we're running a mono black sacrifice type of shell, and this is so good. I don't see Ebondeath being run a lot here, so this is kind of like a tech, kind of like a sneaky running here, but obviously for those of you not familiar, it's going to enter the battlefield tapped, but you can flash it in because it has flash and flying for 5 and 2, and you may cast it from your graveyard if a creature not named Ebondeath Dracolich died this turn. So this is awesome. You can just keep reanimating this and reanimating this and reanimating this. This is so good because obviously we're running all three of the weenies: the Cursebound Witch, the Eyetwitch, the Shambling Ghast. Obviously we've got the Village Rites, and then Eaten Alive. So we're gonna be able to just sacrifice our little weenies here, the Eyetwitch, the Ghast, the Witch, for Ebondeath to come back. Because as long as anything dies, what do we want to do? We're trying to make the cheapest way to bring back Ebondeath. As long as something dies, you can just reanimate it from the grave. So as long as you have a little weenie and then you cast the Village Rites for one little mana, you can pop something off. The Shambling Ghast is going to be able to recycle itself. The Eyetwitch lets you learn. Whenever all these things die, they recycle themselves anyway, and then you'll be able to get Ebondeath back as cheaply as possible on top of recycling itself. So obviously it's going to be running a little black sacrifice shell, but it's so good. And usually I don't recommend running Village Rites, but if you're running Ebondeath for this deck, we are running 4 Village Rites, and it is an absolute powerhouse. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're running Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute allows us to get into Containment Breach. Containment Breach is pretty good. If you're going against mono sacrifice and you really need, like in the mirror matches against sacrifice, you got to get rid of their Meathook Massacres or their Brushstrokes. The Containment Breach is really, really good. So Deadly Dispute allows us to go for Containment Breach. But other than that, yeah, obviously we got Meathook Massacre and we got Eaten Alive. It is sorcery speed, but I don't care because the sorcery speed is fine. We're going to be able to sacrifice a creature, pop off ourselves, exile a creature, and maybe even get an Ebondeath on top of that. Obviously we're running a Lolth Spider Queen. It's just so good. It's just so good. Whenever you're running sacrifice decks, you gotta have the Spider Queen. The Spider Queen just pairs off so nicely. So we got some creepy mono black action going here. A little bit of Hive with the Eye Tyrant. Only doing 3. I think 4 is a little bit rough, especially if you really need that untapped land for an Ebondeath Dracolich. So just running 3 on that. But look how gorgeous this art is. We are going to rise from the ashes and the grave, this Ebondeath Dracolich, and we're going to get ready to vanquish some enemies. Takajiki, hello, hello. We'll give you a hello. We're feeling friendly in this match. We are on the draw here, but we got a Shambling Ghast, Eyetwitch, and our lovely Ebondeath. So it's alright. Not too bad. Hello, hello. We love the friendliness. It's a friendly game. A friendly game of ranked, and oof, it won't be that friendly if you're playing dragons. I'll tell you that right now. I guess we'll go for Eyetwitch. If we're playing dragons, we're going to need this little Eyetwitch to do some blocking. Don't drop the Fearsome Whelp. I'm already getting myself like, okay, whew. So probably no dragons, so we're going against Invasion of the Giants. Okay. Okie dokie. So giants are pretty fun. I haven't made a giant deck yet, but I absolutely adore giants. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have a giant deck at some point. Giants are so fun. The Quakebringer is an absolute... Mwah, I love that card. So be on the look for giants. About a couple days, maybe. So they're going to go ahead and scry 2. This is a pretty good card. It's the Invasion of the Giants actually run a lot of other types of enchantments. Because I know they have the Frost of the Flame thing. Where it deals the 4 damage. I hope you know what I'm talking about. But if not, they run a lot of enchantments. So do I want to go with the Shambling Ghast, or do I want to get the Meathook out? No, I guess we'll just go for Shambling Ghast. We'll swing with the Eyetwitch and call it a turn. Let's see what they got. They draw a card, and then when you do, reveal 2 damage to each opponent or planeswalker. I do think this card's a little not great, being honest, because they can't... If they could target a creature with this, I think it would change it totally. But then again, they might not even have it cost 2. Rime Wall Protector. So this is the big card from Alchemy that gives Giants a little bit of a boost. Ward, and it gives Perpetually Ward 1. Not a bad card. Definitely not a bad card. I am going to swing with the Eyetwitch, and then we'll block with the Shambling Ghast, I guess, if they want, and then we'll be able to cast Dracolich. Unfortunately for us, this is going to make the next Giant cost 2 less, so I don't know what they're going to think. Oh, wow, okay, so this is awesome. We're going to block the Shambling Ghast for sure here. Take a treasure token. And this is the cool part about running these weird cards like Ebondeath. No one is really running Ebondeath in Black Sacrifice. So because they're not expecting it, we got it, baby. Let's do it. Ebondeath, Dracolich. Of course they might have some interruption here, but that's okay because we've got another one. And they let it resolve. Wow. Wow, and that's gonna go through. Hey, well, don't mind if we do. We're gonna go ahead and swing right in. Sometimes magic isn't fancy. Oh, okay, so we got a little bit cocky there. Ebondeath's gonna go right back to our hand, unfortunately. And yeah, swing in. We do a little bit of a 1 damage. This is kind of an ucky spot. I mean, we're obviously gonna still cast this in. We're gonna flash this in on their end step, or at least attempt to, and then we'll be able to play Eyetwitch as well. So yep, they're gonna swing in. So this is gonna be a little bit of a nail biter. Let's go and try. Hey, they know it's coming. It's revealed. They put it back there. They know it's coming. But let's try again. This one resolves. Come on, let our beautiful. Look how beautiful the art is. You don't want to get rid of it. Come on. Let it through, baby. And they're thinking. This has got me anxious. And they let it. Okay, so it's through. The damage is done. This is nice because we can swing in with both these creatures here, and if I'm assuming they probably have some sort of interruption for this Ebondeath here. But if they do, Fading Hope is not the end of the world, I guess. It's annoying, but we still have it, and they don't get to scry with it because it's only with mana value 3 or less. Ebondeath, as we know, is 4. So we actually are losing the war here because 16 to 15, and they've got a 3/4. But fortunately for us, we've got another little Eyetwitch. This little Eyetwitch will come back to block, and then we still have enough mana to drop our beautiful dragon on their end step. So, feeling pretty okay here. We're even rocking these gorgeous Ebondeath sleeves. We're just Ebondeathed out, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna block here. We can't just take this 3 forever. So, what do we want to learn here? What do we want to learn here? I hate to say it, probably just a Pest Summoning is like corny and, well, it's not corny, but I think we just kind of want some blockers, I guess. Why not? Gain some life, why not? Pest Summoning's fine. And you know it's coming, baby. Let's do it the 3rd or 4th time. I don't even remember at this point. Let's go for the Dracolich. And they do let it go. We got some more land. I'm kind of sick of this land. I kind of want to draw something else. This land is kind of just getting floody. So I'm not really enjoying that so much. And yeah, we're swinging in here. We've got 6 mana, so we can't really cast the Pest Summoning. So I guess we'll keep the Eyetwitch. And are they going to let... Is this going to be first... Oh, this is First Blood, baby, with the Ebondeath. It feels so good. We can use the Pest Summoning, but we can't cast back on our Ebondeath if they do anything else, so I think we'll just let this be. Feels kind of weak, but there's not really else we can do. I mean, we just keep getting a bunch of land, which is really unfortunate. I don't really want to drop the Meathook yet. I guess we could have, but if they start getting crazy with these, again, a lot of Giants decks, there's not really one set Giant deck, so I don't really want to cast this Meathook Massacre in case they start playing a bunch of Giants down. So they're going to use Shatter Skull. That's going to be fine. Because, okay, that's not too bad. Because Eyetwitch will go off. That's fine with me. I don't really want anything from our sideboard. Because they have Ward. So we can't even really target them. I think I'm just going to discard. This is weird to use Learn to discard a card. I'm going to discard this Swamp. Ah, it's close. It's close. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the Mascot Exhibition, but gosh darn it, it is very close. So we are going to take this, but guess what? Because the Eyetwitch died, we can just reanimate. Ebondeath comes back from the grave. It's a zombie dragon. How good is that? And this is awesome. Now we got Village Rites. Oh, we're cooking. We are cooking, baby. We're going to swing in here. Hoo-hoo-hoo! Now we get a Pest Summoning. Now we are cooking with a capital C, baby. We can, if anything dies, we can just replay the Ebondeath for 4, because as long as we have 4 untapped. And we can even have a Village Rites for a little sprinkle in action. So let's see what they want to do here. Okay, so Augur, the Freezing Flame. Whenever an opponent deals excess damage, draw a card. Okay. Okay. So... gotta reread this again. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, you control dealt damage to this turn, draw a card. But it's not excess damage, right? So I guess we'll just let it go. Am I? Yeah, okay, so okay, I want to make sure I was reading that correctly. So we're gonna have lethal here. This is definitely lethal. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I'm assuming that they've got a way to block. Not block, but get rid of something here, because this is lethal here. So let's try. If we don't get lethal off, we've got a Meathook Massacre. So 5 in the air, and then they can only block 1. So we're going to have 6 damage here. Of course, they may use an Abrade. Deals 3 damage to target creature. So this is dead no matter what. Poor little Ebondeath. Let's go ahead and use our Village Rites. And we can use, let's see, that for 4. Yeah, we can use our Meathook Massacre for 4. So let's get rid of our Ebondeath, draw 2 cards. Okie dokie. The Freezing Flame will be able to pop one of our pests. That's no big deal. That's not the end of the world. They do get to draw a card. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. But we do get out our Meathook Massacre. And let's just play this for 4. Yep, 4 will kill everything. And I don't care if you've got Ward. Because Meathook Massacre does not target, so we don't really care about Ward. Let's go up all of the mana here. Let's this will play tapped, and I think we're sitting pretty here. So they got 3 cards left. I don't know. I mean, they can still play something pretty... Oh, Calamity Bearer. So whenever a giant would deal damage, it deals double the damage instead. Okie dokie. I don't think we've got enough to go double Hive of the Eye Tyrant. No, we'll be just short of that, and they do have 1 less life, so I don't want to do that. Let's go for the Brushstroke here. Let's go for the Brushstroke here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can do the Shambling Ghast. Let's go for the Shambling Ghast, and we can pop off for this Blood. Sure, let's pop off for some blood. I guess we can just wait. The Mascot Exhibition is not that amazing right now, so I guess we'll just do that. We'll get a little bit of life from the Brushstroke, and let's just gamble. Screw it. Let's just gamble a little bit here, baby. And we just get another swamp, and that's not good. That's not good, but what is good is our Dracolich, who I think will be playing this for like the 700th time. So we'll be able to flash in the Dracolich on their end step, of course. They can deal double damage, but we have a lot of life. I mean, I guess it's subjective, but we do have quite a bit of life here. Let's see here. I was trying to think. I'm not so familiar with giants. I know Quakebreaker, Calamity Bearer. They got Frost, that Frost card, but I don't think anything really... What can swing them the game? Because right now I'm feeling really good, because they don't even know. No, okay, so here it is. Battle of Frost and Fire. They're going to deal 4 damage to each non-creature, non-giant creature. So our board's going to go bye-bye. Blood token's going to hit them. Treasure token. And we're going to get out the Blood Artist, but that's going to be enough. Good game. Good game. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Puny God? What's up with that? A puny God? It's not very godlike to be puny. we're actually gonna mulligan this hand. We don't have any early creatures or anything, and we're on the draw, so I'm actually gonna mulligan this, and I think I like this a lot better. We're gonna keep both Hive of the Eye Tyrants because 2 is okay, and we'll get rid of one of the Village Rites. Yeah, I definitely like this as a starting hand better. I know we only have 1-drops, but I don't really care. That is better by default, if you ask me. Because we have nothing to ramp into with the Shambling Ghast, gonna go for the Cursebound Witch. Be a nice Village Rites target. Let's see what we... Oh, Rahilda. I don't like seeing Rahilda. Rahilda's scary and mean. So let's go for Shambling Ghast here. We'll at least have some bodies to take away this Rahilda. Let the bodies hit the floor. The Wanted Cutthroat. This card is so sick. We got Outland Liberator. Okie dokie. I assume you don't swing. They're not going to swing. Okay, interesting. Well, we're going to use Village Rites. We're going to get rid of our Cursebound Witch here. Yeah, it's either the Witch or the Ghast. We're kind of gambling if we take the Ghast, so we'll do the Witch. We'll get the draft a card here. And, ooh, Witch's Vengeance. I'm liking the sound of that. If we're playing a tribal deck, which is wolves. So werewolf, werewolf, yes. The Witch's Vengeance. Mwah, oh, right on time. You gotta love it. And do we want to let them go a little bit wide first? I think we do. Let's go for the Brushstroke first. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. This is so awesome. Because Witch's Vengeance, it only targets the creature type of your choice, so we can just wipe their werewolves and we can just keep our cards. So this was the most clutch grab out of that spellbook you could ever ask for right now. Holy Moses. So I'm hoping they drop maybe like a Tovolar or something. And they swing in. I think I at least want to block the Rahilda. Yeah, I'm going to at least block the Rahilda because I don't want this ability to go off. We'll grab a little damage first, and then we'll grab a creature token. Treasure token, excuse me. Go ahead and dash it a little bit there. Boom! We got a nice little treasure token action. We take 2. That's no big deal. That's no big deal. And they have no other sources of mana or anything? Okay. Don't mind if we do. It does go nighttime, so this is now a 3/3. I'm thinking, I think I want to take you back a notch. I mean, the night's cool, but I'm more of an early riser. Let's go for Sanguine Brushstroke and make another Blood Artist here. And we can make it go daytime. I don't know if you knew this, because we've got a Shambling Ghast. And if you play 2 cards, for those of you who don't know, it becomes daytime. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're not going to attack, obviously. No power there. And rise and shine. Rise and shine. It's morning. It's sunlight. So you're not as powerful without the almighty moon out. Naturally with the werewolves. And they actually have a white token here. A white token. A white land. I can't talk today. So Tovolar comes out to play. That's fine. I at least want to block with the Shambling Ghast. Yep, that's fine. We'll get another treasure token. And we'll ping you a bunch of times. They're going to be so upset when I play this Witch's Vengeance. I mean, oh, I almost feel bad. They're going to draw a card. My turn. Look at... Oh my goodness. You almost feel bad. This is a werewolf too. Yeah, I just want to make quadruple sure. Because sometimes there's wolf and then there's werewolf. So let's go for the werewolf and swipe their board only. And then look at all these triggers with the Blood Artists. Oh my word. I don't even know how... Oh my gosh. What, that's 6? Yeah, 6 different... Oh, you almost feel bad. Let's just go ahead and pop this blood. At this point, I want some actual, like, meat. Not these land. I want some meat. Let's go ahead and get more poppage. I want an Ebondeath. That's not an Ebondeath. Let's go ahead and pop this. We always have more treasure to play the Eyetwitch. Let's pop him for, again. Brushstroke, Brushstroke. Oh, there's our Ebondeath. Yes, just in time. Just in time. We'll go for an Eyetwitch here. And we'll pass turn. Hopefully we can get a hold of this Ebondeath. Inquisitor Captain. Okay, so they're going to refuel their board here. Okie dokie. We're out of blood for the Brushstrokes as well, so that's kind of unfortunate. So they got a Tenacious Pup. They gain some life. Okay, so they you know, they recuperate, I guess, a little bit. We could go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant here. But I think we want to just play our Ebondeath. That's the point. Yeah, we'll just do that. It's a little flashier of a move. But we'll go ahead and do that. It does go nighttime, so we're daring them a little bit. Whatever. If they got a Storm Charge Slasher, I'll be a little afraid. And they go for another Inquisitor Captain. That's a little scary. It's a little scary. So they're definitely recuperating here. I was feeling pretty comfortable, but now I'm feeling a little nervous. And they do get the Storm Charge Slasher, and it is nighttime. Okie dokie. And they're not gonna give itself haste, they're gonna give this haste. Okay. Let's see what they want to do here. So they're actually swinging in for a decent amount of damage, and these have vigilance, so we can't. No, we could do a sacrifice. Oh, hold on, can we do lethal here? We can chump block with one Blood Artist, and that's gonna take 2 damage, right? Yep, that'll do 2 damage because we have 2 Blood Artists. We go down to 20. So Blood Artist, boom, boom, down to 5, and I don't know if you knew this or not, but Ebondeath has 5 power. We're gonna flash in our beast. Ebondeath, rise from the grave. You are reborn. Let's get it. And we can just swing in with our single Ebondeath. We're gonna swing in with both, but no, we'll just do it for the Ebondeath, just for the kicks, just for the content. We'll give him the good game. Boom, good game. Ebondeath for the win. Dreads and Taxes, how are we doing here? Let's get it going. Like the name, I like the green. I like the full art. I don't like the Tenacious Pup, though. That's a little bit where I draw the line. Can't even lie about it. Let's just go straight for Shambling Ghast. That's fine with me. Go ahead and pass the turn. Pretty standard 1-drops here. Ooh. No, we got Deadly Dispute here, and Deadly Dispute with Shambling Ghast is too good of a power move. They're gonna go for another Tenacious Pup. That's a lot better than a Pack Leader. I'll tell you what right now. If they go into a Pack Leader from that, ooh, that's rough. That is rough stuff. So we can go for a Deadly Dispute. I guess we'll just wait for them. We'll just wait to block. I know they have to have Trample though. They have Trample. So I'm actually almost tempted just to use Deadly Dispute now. Because I don't like that Trample stuff. Ew. We can get an Eyetwitch down. I guess we'll end the turn. I'm not stoked about it. Really not stoked about it. The Trample is really not doing me in too well here, but I guess we'll do what we can in Deadly Dispute. We'll get a treasure token. Well, 2 treasure tokens. One with this, one with the Dispute. And we got another Brushstroke. We already had a Brushstroke, but I mean, hey, it can never be bad. And we got another Brushstroke. Oh my lord. So yeah, let's just go for at least 1 Brushstroke. I mean, that's our best. It's one of the best cards in our deck. Let's go ahead and conjure a lot of blood. We get a blood token as well as a blood artist. And I think we just want to go for some creatures here. I kind of just want to play some creatures on the board. So let's go for Eyetwitch and a Cursebound Witch. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're burning our treasure, but we can always make more with the Deadly Dispute, and we're not really trying to ramp into anything. So I think this is fine to go a little wide here. Hopefully we can get into an Ebondeath here. That is the goal of this deck, but we got a lot of draw power, so we'll be able to get into our precious dragon here soon. Hopefully they don't drop anything too crazy. Werewolves, I mean, especially with red in their deck, they can get very aggressive very quickly. Please be gentle, Dreads and Taxes. I mean, Taxes, Dreads, they're pretty brutal. So, a Flame Blessed Bolt, and that's going to take a bye-bye, and because it's exiled, we don't get to draft a card from the spellbook. Curse you, Flame Blessed Bolt. That's annoying. So, exile we go. That's unfortunate. And they are going to swing in. Do we want to block with the Eyetwitch? I guess we could learn. No, this is kind of a weird spot. I guess not. We've got another Brushstroke, so I guess we'll save the death trigger for that. Plus we're still at 14, so we don't have to really sweat our life just quite yet. But it is getting to a point where we got to start thinking about it. So I think if we use Deadly Dispute, I'm just going to gamble a little bit here. I'm hoping that we get a land. And I'm not going to give up the Eyetwitch. I'm actually going to give up the Blood Token, because you can actually sacrifice an artifact. And luckily for us, the Blood Token is an artifact. So let's get ahead a little bit of life here. We need some help. Let's get a land. Okay, we get a land. We at least get a land. That's pretty big. Don't want to miss our land drops here. And let's just go for another Brushstroke. If we get another one down here, get another Blood Artist down, the blood's going to be in the streets, and I don't know if it's going to be our blood. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, we'll save the Eyetwitch, just in case they play something crazy. And they're not really playing a whole lot of... They had 3 land untapped that turn, so they must have a really bad hand because, you know, I don't know. I mean, you left a lot on the table there. Maybe they just need red, and they've got like a Dire Strain Arsonist. I don't even remember if that card needs 2 red or not. So they're gonna swing in here. I think at this point we can just block. Sure, why not? We'll get 2 triggers with the Blood Artist here, and yep, we'll go ahead and ping you 2 times with our Blood Artist, and then we get to use Eyetwitch. And what do we want to get here? What do we want to do? I think Environmental Sciences is okay. At a certain point, we're going to start wanting to draw cards, because, hate to say it, we kind of just need to draw cards. We go with Arlen Pack's Hope. Okay.
I will not let my pack fall prey to predators of the night.
That's unfortunate for you, because we're definitely a predator. Not going to lie to you. We're coming for you, Arlen. Don't you worry about that. Let's go for Environmental Sciences. As long as it doesn't go nighttime, I'm not that afraid. So Environmental Sciences, we're going to need some land here. And then it kind of becomes a tricky situation. Do we want to go with a 3rd Brushstroke, which is absolutely absurd. I don't think I've ever had 3 on the battlefield at the same time. But there's a first time for everything, I suppose, huh? So we can do that, or we can go with a Witch and then go into a Deadly Dispute. I think we'll go for the Brushstroke. Why not? Why not? Let's go for our 3rd Brushstroke, and that's going to make 3 Blood Artists. We're painting today. We got our paintbrushes out. We are just ready. I don't even know what the heck the equipment they wear, but we are ready to paint. This is art class, I suppose. And
Patience, my kin.
Okay, so they're preaching patience here. I don't think I want to attack. These aren't really big enough to really sacrifice a Blood Artist yet. No, we're going to hold off. I'm a little bit nervous if they start getting, you know, some hasty boys out here. And we do get into our Ebondeath. Finally. Finally! I think what I want to do is nothing fancy here. Just go for the Lolth Spider Queen. But we could also make it daytime. I think that's what we want to do. Because I don't want this. This is a free 5/5 trample indestructible with haste. So we're going to want to make it daytime. So unfortunately the Lolth's going to have to be put on ice. Let's go for... Do we want to go for... Let's go for the Eyetwitch. Let's go for the Eyetwitch here. And we can use Deadly Dispute. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Deadly Dispute here, give up the Eyetwitch, and because we just casted 2, it'll become daytime. That's a lot better. If we go for Lolth, I think we actually just shoot ourselves in the foot, because it'll stay nighttime that way, and I don't want it to stay nighttime. Let's go ahead and grab some Necrotic Fumes. I think that's fine. That's fine. And we don't get into any land. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. We got another one. We could be in business here, but we do not. I guess we'll pop off one of these blood tokens here. And we'll get rid of the Ebondeath, because again, I don't really care. We always have the Ebondeath. It's always our friend. Look at that. It's coming back. Who cares? Let's ping them for a bunch of life here and draw a card. We're looking for some land, and we get our swamp. Whew, okay. No harm, no foul. And this is going to become daytime, so I'm not worried about this big creature. I would be any other time. Let's go ahead and drop the Cursebound Witch. Sure. And do you want to go with another Cursebound Witch? Let's just go for another Cursebound Witch. Sure. And then we could always use a blood token for some poppage with the Brushstroke. So, okay. It's going to go daytime, and your scary fight... Oh, okay. So they will be able to flash us in. That's a little scary. But again, it's going to turn daytime, so not worried. Yeah, that's really scary. In the night... Rise and shine! Rise and shine, it's daytime! Oh, that's so sad. You're not as powerful without the moon, are you, little werewolves, huh? Yeah.
We'll catch them by surprise.
So, no more swingy for you, because that'd be really scary. So they get the Kessig Naturalist. It comes in as a 3/3. They does get powered up now, though, unfortunately. And let's see, this has trample. So I would assume they're just gonna swing all here. Yeah, they're just gonna swing all. Okay. Hopefully they got nothing crazy here. I mean, are they even challenging for lethal at this point? Flame Blessed Bolts. Okay, so the Blood Artist is gonna die. It's gonna get exiled as well, so no Blood Artist triggers. That's unfortunate. So they're dealing, what, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. They're not even really challenging for lethal. So I guess we can just do that. They'll go in for, what, 6? Yeah, that's not even close for lethal, so we'll just do that. And even if they did challenge for lethal, we can still pop off this blood token. We get 2 deaths. Oh, baby. Let the triggers begin. Blood Artist, baby. Look at all these triggers. Oh, my goodness. Boom, boom, boom. And what do we want? Trespasser's Curse? Curse of Leeches? I guess we'll go for this. They do play a lot of creatures, so let's do that. Oh, when we get the Witch's Vengeance, that is going to be able to swipe most of their board. We do have a Meathook Massacre anyway, but even if we don't, we still have a Witch's Vengeance, and that's really, really awesome. So I think what we want to do is just go for Meathook Massacre. I haven't done the math yet if this kills or not, but if we play this for 3, I haven't done the math, and I'm not going to, because math's for nerds. Let's just play the Meathook Massacre. That's going to swipe our board, their board, but there's going to be so many triggers. I think this is just good game. I mean, I'm sure it is. Yeah, that's a bazillion triggers here. Just going to go ahead and tap them to death. Oh my god. This is like, I'm gonna get carpal tunnel. I'm getting carpal tunnel just pressing all these triggers. This is absolutely absurd. Okay. Good game. So we're back at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and overall I just gotta say that this deck definitely performed very well. I'm very pleased with it. Does it beat out, you know, your typical mono black decks that don't run the Ebondeath? Is this kind of gimmicky? Yeah, it's a little bit gimmicky, but I would say it's very close. It's very close. It does become a little bit more mid-range than the decks running Blood on the Snow, because obviously we're not running Blood on the Snow or anything like that, because our win condition is really trying to hammer in this Ebondeath. So if you're facing a Blood on the Snow type of mono black deck, you do have to really crank it up because you have to win early. So I would say the worst matchup you have, honestly, is the traditional mono black. So keep that in mind. You definitely have a really good shot versus clerics and dragons, but the worst matchup, constructively speaking, is itself, but the original of itself. So it's kind of ironic there, but if you're facing Blood on the Snow type of snowland self-sacrifice, you're gonna have a rough time because you have to be able to kill them quick with the Ebondeath. But other than that, I don't know what else I would change for this deck. I think it's really good. The 4 Village Rites, it wasn't really too cloggy or anything. We definitely have enough food for it, so I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2 other weenies, maybe an Infernal Grasp or something, a little bit more creature disruption or something. But as far as best of 1 goes, I think this is pretty optimized, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I love Ebondeath too. The art's just amazing. So I had a really good time making this. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this, and it helps me out tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, tell me how ugly I am. Just do something because it helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate all of you. But that's all I got for you today, folks. I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan out.